Coming up on News Live at 6, working smarter. More on some big changes coming to SU's School of Education.
Plus, new leaders. Meet SU's 2024 class marshals and learn more about their unique role in university ceremonies.
And Red Hot. We've got you covered with everything you need to know before the Red Hot Chili Peppers take the stage tomorrow night in the Dome. The news begins right now.
This is CitrusTV News Live at 6, your campus news leader.
SU School of Education could be getting a major overhaul. Hi everyone, welcome to News Live at 6. I'm Chilekasi, Adele.
And I'm John Perik. A revamping of the curriculum is just one of many changes discussed at a town hall today.
New at 6 tonight, the School of Education hosting a meeting today to go over its new plan for the program. Citrus TV's Max Williams talked with the dean of the school today and is here right now to break it all down. Max.
That's right, Chile. Exciting additions are coming to the School of Education, from how their curriculum is formatted to becoming more efficient.
Changes are coming to the School of Education. This week, the school released their proposal titled Revisioning for Success and Sustainability. Kelly Chandler Olcott, Dean of the School of Education, who's been working on this plan for 2 years, says her program is ready to stand out amongst the university.
We are de-departmentalizing and moving toward what we've called a school of one sort of model, with distributed leadership, school-wide approaches to a lot of administrative functions that puts us more in the lines of the School of Information Studies, Architecture, College of Law, and a little less like the departmentalized schools.
Separating the School of Education from other departments is what Olcott says starts with continuing to create a more diverse and inclusive community, a goal the university has been working on for a while, but approaching it in a different way.
Started, I think, with a more narrow focus, thinking about people with disabilities and how to move toward full inclusion in schools, in communities, in civic life. But then I think we, over our history, have realized that disability intersects with so many other identity categories.
Olcott says revamping their curriculum is also a part of this plan.
Collapse our 10 separate doctoral programs into probably one track that has some specializations, but that again has more opportunities to work together and more opportunities for our students to get mentored by multiple faculty members.
And Olcott tells me these changes won't be implemented until the fall, and some may even take upwards of 5 years. Guys, back to you.
Max, thanks for your coverage this evening. Now, MBT Bank Stadium usually hosts the Syracuse Mets, right? Well, tomorrow, SU Club Baseball is the home team to root for. The team plays Binghamton in a doubleheader. The first game is at 5, while the second game is set to take place at 7. It's all to celebrate SU Club Baseball's 150th year anniversary. The SU Alumni Association says we'll have a welcome table near the stadium's main entrance with giveaways and treats, and admission is free.
Moving towards campus, and in case you haven't gotten tickets to the Red Hot Chili Peppers concert tomorrow, there is still hope. While Ticketmaster is still selling tickets, many resale sites are selling at much lower prices. StubHub has tickets starting at $59, Vivid Seats starting at $54, Mega Seats starting at $65, and SeatGeek starting at $53. Gates for the concert open at 4:30, opening acts 2 hours later, 6:30 tomorrow night.
And if you're wondering how to navigate campus tomorrow night, it's a little complicated, so we're going to break it down here. Well, first, you better avoid Comstock Ave after 10 p.m. SPD and SU's parking and transportation services are closing the road after the concert, limiting the parking shuttles travel between College Place, the lots on Colvin, Comstock, and Skytop. Parking in all campus lots will be limited for the duration of the night. And if you're on the roads, you can expect a lot of traffic. SU says Comstock will reopen as soon as concert shuttles are cleared. Regular shuttles to South Campus will run during and after the event. And just be mindful of the traffic when looking at pickup times.
Turning now to our first weather, lots of activity going on campus this weekend, and it's perfect weather for it too, right?
It was a perfect forecast. I was in Florida actually this weekend, and I just looked at my forecast. 84 in Florida, 85 here in Syracuse. One person who knows more about this beautiful weather we're having is Cora Mayer-Costa. Oh my goodness, look at the sunshine. Just lovely to see that after all of the dreary Thursdays we've had. Cora, please tell me, is this weather going to stick around?
Good evening, Chile and John. As you can tell by my shirt, I'm absolutely walking on sunshine, and man, don't it feel great? So right now, the sun will set later on at 7:30, so you still have time to come out and enjoy the sun for all it's worth. Currently, the temperature sits around 85 degrees, still sunny, t-shirts and shorts weather, so get out if you can. Later on tonight, the temperature will drop to a little bit of 56 degrees, but that's not too shabby. It's Syracuse weather. I'd expect worse, honestly. I'm still loving it. It's clear clouds, so if you're into stargazing, definitely go out and enjoy the little cool breeze out there. It'll be around 8 miles per hour winds. And now, as we look at our suggested activities of the day, please, you want to get outside. Enjoy the sun before next week, because next week it will get colder. You can go for a hike. I mean, why not? There's Thornton Park. I hear the flowers are absolutely beautiful right now. You can also play football or frisbee. I know a ton of people out here are doing that right now, so why not join them? You could go for a swim. I wish I had a pool here. Definitely an investment for next year to make. Or you can even go on a bike ride. I know my friends were bike riding. Hopefully I'll get out to do that later, right after I end this segment. All right, guys, back to you.
Cora, having fun as always. Thank you so much. New details tonight. SU says it's moving its net zero goal up by 8 years. The university will move its target year from 2040 to 2032. It's all part of a new set of goals worked on by SU and the Student Association. The goals call for the creation of a Sustainability Oversight Council, along with auditing the Sustainability Management Office. SU is also committing to reducing the use of single-use plastics by the 2027-28 school year and creating an annual sustainability research competition with SA.
And staying on campus here, the class of 2024 now has its senior class marshals. Citrus TV's Alana Epstein spoke with the two marshals in a Citrus TV News exclusive interview.
You were just named a class of 2024 senior marshal. What was your initial reaction?
I was really excited. I was really honored. I guess I didn't ever expect us to win. I kind of just applied.
I would have never thought that as a woman of color and first generation, I would be able to represent my class for graduation.
Both newly elected marshals are shocked, but also excited.
I think the opportunity to lead the class and to have that kind of ceremonial position, it means a lot to me.
The two have shown their dedication to the school over the years. Lucio is the president of various clubs at Syracuse University. He also launched his own project to help homeless people in the community. Sophia is an Our Time Has Come scholar and RA, as well as a member of the Black Student Union. She also founded a nonprofit organization that serves undocumented refugees. Their involvement at Syracuse does not end here, though. They have big plans for their senior year.
That gap for students of color, not just in my class, but within the Syracuse community. I want to work on making connections with alumni of color. And one of my main goals as well is to bring in a commencement speaker who is more diverse.
Use our resources and position as a class marshal to focus on some areas that we find interesting. MP, in the last year, he focused on club sports. I haven't decided exactly what I want my focus area to be, but the things I've been most active in on campus, most interested in, have been working with our philosophy department.
If you could go back and tell your freshman yourself that you were going to become a senior marshal, how would you react?
I don't think I'd believe it. I'm really happy with what I found here.
I would be incredibly proud of myself and just feeling grateful. You will feel fulfilled coming out of Syracuse, and you would have found the community that you were so much craving your first semester. So
Alana, thank you. Need details on Monday's robbing of a Tops supermarket. A 15-year-old boy is being charged with robbing the Shop City Plaza store with what officials describe as a large knife. That's similar to one you'd find in your kitchen, they say. The boy walked into the market around 9 a.m. Monday, demanding money from employees and managing to get away with an employee's wallet. He's being charged with first-degree robbery and criminal possession of a weapon with intent to use.
And the man who tried to get on a plane with a loaded gun is not facing criminal charges. Daniel Smith was carrying a loaded .40 caliber handgun, which was then spotted in a security x-ray machine in Syracuse this weekend. The gun had 1 bullet in the chamber with 11 bullets in the magazine. Smith told the TSA that he forgot he had the gun with him after driving to New York all the way from Texas. Airport officials declined to answer why Smith is not facing charges.
The Central New York Regional Market is seeking $90 million in public money for a revitalization project. This comes after the market says it's facing a large-scale failure due to a lack of up-to-date infrastructure. The project could include new windows, modern heating and ventilation, as well as new parking and a welcome center. There's currently no money for the project in the state budget, which lawmakers hope to approve this week.
And it's now been 12 days since the April 1st deadline to pass a state budget. Lawmakers say that the deadline is not just about negotiating spending, but also policy-related issues, while other lawmakers believe policy issues should be discussed outside of the budget. New York residents are upset over this delay. The budget determines funding for schools, healthcare, and transportation. As of now, there is no direct answer on how long the budget approval will take.
Coming up on News Live at 6, local Democrat Sarah Clee Hood announcing her run to unseat Syracuse Congressman Brandon Williams. Luke Radel has everything you need to know.
And identified U.S. officials have named a suspect in that shocking leak of U.S. intelligence documents. We'll be right back.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
You're watching CitrusTV News live at 6 with John Perik, Chilekasi Adele, and Cora Mayer-Costa. Now, your campus news leader continues.
Welcome back to News Live at 6. Well, when it rains, it pours. Fort Lauderdale, Florida, seeing nearly a foot of rain in only a few hours yesterday, as you can see in that video right behind us from the drone. The sudden showers causing flooding throughout all the area, and all flights at the Fort Lauderdale airport were grounded.
Yeah, and the National Weather Service reporting tonight up to 14 inches had fallen throughout the day and more rain expected heading into the weekend, but thankfully no injuries have been reported. Now, more on the conflicting court rulings over the abortion drug mifepristone. Today, the Justice Department saying it will ask the Supreme Court for an emergency order to delay any higher ruling on the drug. This after a federal appeals court narrowed a Texas lower court ruling that blocked the FDA's approval of the drug.
The court ruled that the pill can be used for now, but reduced the window of pregnancy when the drug can be taken. The court also said the pill cannot be sent through the mail. Mifepristone was approved by the FDA over 2 decades ago. And today, former President Donald Trump arrived in New York City to appear for a deposition in a $250 million lawsuit brought forth by New York Attorney General Letitia James.
The lawsuit alleges fraud in the former president's real estate business practices and says Trump and his family misled banks and business associates with false information about Trump's net worth and the value of his assets. In a statement to the Associated Press, Trump's attorney saying, quote, President Trump is not only willing but also eager to testify before the Attorney General today. He remains resolute in his stance that he has nothing to conceal. And local Democrat Sarah Clee Hood is announcing her run to unseat Syracuse Congressman Brandon Williams. Citrus TV's Luke Radel broke the story first. He tells us what we need to know about the congressman's new opponent.
Everyone tells me I need a viral video to run for Congress.
And a viral video she got. Sarah Clee Hood, the DeWitt Democrat town councilor, is running again for New York's 22nd congressional district after coming in second place in last year's Democratic primary.
In 2022, I ran for Congress and only lost the primary by 900 votes.
To the east of us, Democrats in Oneida County are celebrating Clee Hood's entry into the race. In a statement to Citrus TV News, activist group Indivisible Mohawk Valley writes, quote, we're excited to have a candidate who lives in the district and is wholeheartedly enthusiastic about working hard in Congress. But not everyone is excited for Clee Hood's candidacy.
The last thing our community needs is to elect a liberal Democrat.
That's Syracuse Republican Committee Chair Kevin Ryan, who supports Brandon Williams and says that Clee Hood's positions on issues like universal health care are too extreme for NY22.
It's really not gone for people who are on the far left of the political spectrum like Sarah Clee Hood.
Meanwhile, Ryan also claims he's hearing from Syracuse Democrats who say that they're upset with Clee Hood for not being supportive enough of her former rival in the 2022 election.
You know, there's a lot of people right now in the Democrat Party who are pissed off at Sarah Clee Hood because they thought that if she did more to help Fran Knoll in the general election, that he would have won. I mean, he came pretty close.
In an exclusive interview this February, we asked Clee Hood why she thought Knoll lost.
I wasn't in the general, so I don't know how that feeling was. I am sure, you know, it was a great fight all around. People, man, it's all about the people. You need to connect with them. They need to believe that what you're doing is going to make their lives, I want to say fuller, richer.
Luke, thank you. Late this afternoon, the FBI arresting and the DOJ charging the suspect who leaked classified documents from the Department of Defense. Investigators say 21-year-old Jack Teixeira, a member of the Massachusetts Air National Guard, led the online chat group where the documents were posted, the highest profile intelligence leak in years.
The documents were found online last month revealing details of the U.S. spying on Russia's war efforts in Ukraine. They also reveal U.S. assessments of Ukrainian combat power and intelligence on America's allies. And New York is one of 6 states being paid in a settlement with Juul Labs for the company's role in the youth vaping surge. The company will pay nearly $500 million, making this the largest settlement ever reached by Juul.
New York Attorney General Letitia James said the company will pay nearly $113 million to New York State. James also said the money will go towards underage smoking abatement programs across the state.
Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows are all that I feel with this weather. Stay tuned for my 5-day forecast.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Baby, you see, you're so right for me, and I'm right for you. I love the things you do, like sweet tasting wine. Your lips are so divine. Your loving turns me on. My lonely days are gone. That's why I'm never gonna let you go. Never gonna let you go. Babe, I'm never gonna let you go. No, no, never gonna let you go. Baby, never gonna let you go. Never gonna let you go.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
From the Citrus TV Weather Center, this is SU's most accurate weather forecast.
Go a little quick, so just give a short answer, both of you. And it's been so sunny out here, but these freshmen have a tent. I'm joined by freshmen James Wu and Eric Kim. Now guys, why did you bring a tent out here? Eric, any reason?
So sometimes the sunshine is too strong, so we need the shade.
That's fair. The sun is very strong, but as we look into my 5-day forecast, the sun does disappear later on in the week. As we look into tomorrow, it'll still be sunny, and Saturday and Sunday will also be partly sunny, but there will be rain after 2 p.m. on both of those days. Monday and Tuesday have likely showers, so definitely plan to keep up your raincoat those days. But tomorrow looks like an amazing day for the Red Hot Chili Peppers concert, so definitely make sure to just go out that day. Go out Friday and Saturday and Sunday morning, both. You want to get the sun as much as you can, because then you really want to be careful for that rain. I know I'm sad about it, but don't let the weather rain on your parade. Guys.
Thank you, Cora. Coming up on sports, Syracuse men's basketball inks on some new names, and SU softball was in action in the Capital Region. Stay tuned.
Entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right, because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour he recognized a sign, not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Did you hear about the pony with a sore throat? He was a little horse. Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why couldn't the Why was the basketball court all wet? Why? Because the players kept dribbling all over it. Where did cats go on vacation? New York.
And now, your Citrus TV Sports Report.
Welcome into Citrus TV Sports. I'm Will Hentschel. Reinforcements have arrived for Syracuse men's basketball. After losing Jesse Edwards and Joe Girard to the transfer portal recently, head coach Adrian Autry has already inked on a new freshman and a weapon from the transfer portal to fill in those roles. First off is the latter of those two, Notre Dame guard transfer J.J. Starling. The 6'4" Baldwinsville native just wrapped up his ACC all-freshman campaign for the Irish and impressed a whole lot of people down in South Bend. The former five-star recruit averaged over 11 points in 28 games and was the second best transfer in the portal. According to Cuse.com, Starling has signed a financial aid agreement and intends to play for Syracuse next year, keyword being intend. If Starling were to suit up for the Orange next year, he would be the second five-star on the team with Benny Williams. So Starling might fill in the hole that Joe Girard is potentially leaving, but we also need to talk about the five. Jesse Edwards was one of SU's most prolific scorers, but now he's gone the way of the portal too. That's why William Patterson signing his national letter of intent is so important. The 7'2", 220-pound center is a full 3 inches taller than Edwards and has a solid resume out of high school. Patterson played his high school ball at the Patrick School in New Jersey and was rated as the number 33 center in the nation. Syracuse landed the Brooklynite ahead of Oklahoma State, TCU, and Rutgers. With basketball looking good for the near future, let's go to the Diamond. Syracuse softball took on throughway rival UAlbany in the Capital Region. The opener was not a great showing for the Orange, mainly because Great Dane pitcher Wendy Hammond dealt a complete game, 1 walk, shutout. But credit to the UAlbany infield because Hammond only recorded 1 strikeout the entire contest. Freshman standout for Syracuse Madison Knight recorded 3 of the Orange's 5 hits in the loss. But Syracuse came out for Game 2 much stronger. A 5-4 W to split the series. This one would need extras, and in the top of the 8th, Angel Hasso hit a go-ahead single that brought Kelly Breen home. But the Orange wouldn't have even gotten to extras if it wasn't for a 3-run 6th inning that was punctuated by a 2-run bomb by Jania Torres. Syracuse continues its ACC schedule with a doubleheader against North Carolina on Saturday. First pitch for Game 1 is at 11. It's mid-April, so the flowers are blooming, birds are singing, and that must mean it's NHL playoff time. Islanders fans everywhere wrapped up the regular season on a high note with a 4-2 W over the Canadiens last night. The Isles are for sure locked into a wild card spot, but it could be either the first or second slot depending on how the Panthers do it later tonight. As for game number 82, New York, Brock Nelson found the net twice as the Isles took the W. And guys, get this. This is the first time in 29 years that the Islanders, the Rangers, the Devils, the Knicks, and the Nets are going to the postseason. John, Chile, back to you.
Wow, finally some success for New York sports teams. When we come back, one final check of the weather with Cora Mayer-Costa.
Here we go. We're going to go out there in the rain. You're going to get wet. All right, here we go. Okay, quick. Oh, yeah, yes. So much fun. Mwah. We're getting so wet. Baby, you see, you're so right for me, and I'm right for you. I love the things you do, like sweet tasting wine. Your lips are so divine. Your loving turns me on. My lonely days are gone. That's why I'm never gonna let you go. Never gonna let you go. Babe, I'm never gonna let you go. No, no, never gonna let you go. Baby, never gonna let you go. Never gonna let you go. Babe, I'm never
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
When you wake up tomorrow, it's going to be 58 degrees, mostly sunny like it was today. It's amazing weather. Now, I even made a playlist for today. As we look at my playlist, we have a bunch of different variety of songs. Hopefully, you found your favorite. My personal is Surfin' USA, because why not? Go out and surf if you're close enough. I know I wish I was surfing. Guys, back to you.
Oh my goodness, look at that.
We're missing some Little Uzi on that list.
Well, let's end tonight on a record-breaking note. Mother Nature has set a new record for the highest temperature on April 13th here in Syracuse. It happened around 5 o'clock today, and the record temp, drum roll, 86 degrees. Beautiful.
Oh, this breaks the nearly 80-year-old record of 84 degrees. It's the first time we broke 80 degrees at all this year. Wow, well, that is the news for this Thursday.
For all of us here at Citrus TV News, I'm John Perik.
And I'm Chilekasi, Adele. Take care of yourselves, and good night.